Novel Blossom by HIJABIQUEEN74. Chapter 14. Zara Pav. Groaning, I got up from a bed. Looking you around the place, it was unknown to him. Sitting up straight. I took a glacé at my surrounding. Hey, you are awake. I will call the doc. A husky voice spoke right beside me. Can you please stay with me? I shyly asked, gripping his shirt sleeves between my thumb and index fingers. Sure, he smiled gently, sitting next to me. There was a pause. I was actually surprised that I asked him to stay with me. Inside me was terrified to being alone. Never in my life. I thought that everyone I would leave me. You gave up quite the scare. Quote, sorry that you had to go through all that just for this unlucky girls. I chuckled EMBARRASSEDLY about everything. Hey, now don't say that. He turned toward me. Well, that is true. I am unlucky. My father died in front of me. I never knew WHO was my real mother. My sister betrayed me. What else could it be? I am unlucky. I bitemy lisp, preventing myself from crying in front of him. He grabbed my face in his big hands and stared at me. You are not unlucky. You are ucky. Don't listen to them. I heard about what happened. I am not getting to judge you. I know this is weird that we OT married, and we don't know each other. Right now, you are my wife, my everything. I am right here for you. We will take things slow. How will we start as a friend? What do you say? Quote, yeah, that would be great. I was relieved to hear those words from him. I terrified for a second that he might get angry at me. Good, now LTS get your doctors. He kissed my FOEHEADBEORE heading out. I couldn't help but blush. He was charming and caring at the same time. I always wanted a husband like that. I guess Allah did what he did for a reason, and I am actually thankful for that. Maybe everything will turn out alright. Girls, I see what you're doing. Sophia walked in with a smirk plastered on her face. What? Single quote. Don't just. What? Me. I saw that. I will admit you two make a great couple. She teased, PINCING my cheeks. Oh, you be quiet. I muttered looking away. Salam, sweetie. How are you? Our middle-aged man walked in, whom I don't think met yet. Walaikum salam. I am doing fine alhamdulillah. Just a little tired, I answered. Well, it's good to have you back. I am Dr. Abbasi. You can call me UNLE Abbasi. This IT's uncle. He introduced, slapping the back of my husband's neck. I released a small giggle seeing him getting teased by his uncle. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. The cause of your faintng is because you were put under a lot of stress, WHICK your body couldn't handle. To prevent this from happening again, I would like for you to not stress anymore and have rest. He recommended, flipping through the papers. Thank you. I have been getting a lot of headaches. IANSWWERED. Okay, what do you feel like when you get this headache? He questioned. I feel nausea and vomiting. Extreme sensitivity to light, so painful to the eyes and head that I have to stay in a dark room. I replied. How long has this been going on? Quote, about a week or so. What you have is called a migraines, and other types of EADACHES, such as tension headache and sinus headache, are painful. Sometimes migraine symptoms include a pounding headache, nausea, vomiting, and light sensitivity and are treated with anti-nausea nadir abortive or preventive medications. I am going to recommend you take 3 pills of Mortin as soon as your headache from getting worse. Okay, he smiled. Thank you. Quote, you're welcome. Well then, Ahmed just has to sign the dismiss papers, and you are off to go, but I recommend you stay for 1 more days just in case. He smiled, patting my head. I nodded my head, understanding his direction and comments. He gave a friendly smile before wailing out the door. The room suddenly got cold, causing me to shiver. When Ahmed saw me shiver, he quickly closed the windows. Sophia stared at her brother with shock, as if she didn't just witness her brother's action. Ahmed seems to sense yes on him, so he asked. What? Oh, nothing. When elders say, AMRRIAGE changes people. I didn't know they meant this fast of change. She mumbled, walking to the other side of the room. Ahmed walked up to her, smacking her head. Don't you have anything else to do? My OLY job is to tease my sister-in-law. Sophia winked at me. Ahmed raised his hand in front of Sohia's forehead, ready to flick his fingers, but when he saw his mother entering the room, he quickly retired his hand. How is my beautiful daughter-in-law doing? She took a seat next to him. Assalam, alaikum. I am doing fine, alhamdulillah. How are you? Quote, I am very well, knowing that you are fine. SHHE placed a kiss on my forehead, my heartfelt warmth of a mother when her lips touched my forehead. I am sorry for the trouble that. Nonsense. Don't mention it. We can't control what happens to us. She cut me off. Thank you. Single quote. Stop with the thank you. She scolds, putting her hand on her hip. Sorry. Stop apologizing. Okay, I will just stop talking. I came here as soon as I hear about it. Stormed in someone that I really didn't wanted to see right now. What are you doing here? Mother-in-law spat, looking at the person I fraud of us. Aunties, it's okay, I assured her. Call me, Mom, now on. I am your mother, do you understand? I gazed at her in surprise. Tears piled up in my eyes as I quickly wrapped my arms around her waist, sobbing like a 5-year-old child. Yesterday, I told that I lost my mother, BUUTALLHA has given me another caring mother. A mother WHO never met me, but she is willing to take me under her wing. A maher that every child dreams of. Thank you so much, Mom. I mumbled, clinching into her dress. Don't worry, child. I am right here beside you all the time. I am going to give you two some privacy. She kissed my forehead. I smiled, pulling away, and watched her walk out of the room. It was just Mariam and me only. To be honest, IWASNT ready to talk to her yet, but I guess talking to her and getting this off of my chest is the best thing possible right now. You knew about this the whole time, didn't you? I asked, not looking at her. Yes, I knew about this. I am sorry that I didn't tell you earlier. I didn't want to hurt you. She cried out. But you already hurt me anyway. What's the difference? I am sorry. I know that it is hard for you. You might never forgive me, but I still will not lose faith in us. She promised. There is nothing you can do. I stated, looking back at her. Yes, there is. I am going to get your trust back again. I will do anything. She promised. Anything. I looked at her. Yes. Single quote. Will you choose him over me? What if I told you to leave him? Would you do that? I questioned. Anything but that. She pleaded. I have an answer. Can you please leave now? I am exhausted. I laid back down, pulling the blanket closer to my chin. Okay, I will go back late. Don't bother. I mumbled, turning away from her. I am sorry. She apologized before walking out. Sometimes I felt like the world was slowly disappearing in front of me. Or maybe it was just me WHO was fading away. Those moments didn't matter anyway. Because of my empty burning lungs and my heart hitting my chest too hard, I thought it will break my ribs and rip apart my skin was the only thing I could think about. I is sick of crying and wasting tears that didn't need to be destroyed. I knew their intent that I am not going back to my old life. His is my new life, a new beginning.